Hi guys, today we are looking at intonation, what it is, why it's important to get it right. We've got a Strat on the bench. So let's start off with telling me what intonation is.
Intonation is basically the scale length compensation. You're compensating for the nuances you're going to have with tuning across the fretboard, okay?
Okay.
A guitar is being a fretted instrument is not a tempered tuned, it's uneven, okay? It's not a perfect instrument, unlike, say, a piano.
Right.
So, as you play across the fretboard, okay, some notes are slightly flat, some notes are slightly sharp. Okay. Now, the fret positioning is governed by the scale length divided by a number, 17.817, I believe.
Nice.
And that determines your scale length, okay, and your fret positioning.
Right.
What we're able to do with the open string, we can get the open strings in tune. With your bridge saddles, you're able to shorten the scale to improve the overall tuning, the intonation, or lengthen the scale by moving these saddles back.
I see. So you're physically changing the length of the string.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that is scale length compensation. You're compensating for that. And that is what we term intonation.
Okay. So what you're essentially saying is it's a compromise of sorts. You're never going to get it 100% perfect, but you need to get it as close as humanly possible.
Yeah. And bear in mind, you know, each player will fret slightly differently. Will have a little bit more weight behind the fret, some less. Yeah. Okay. Intonation is the last thing you will do on the guitar when you're setting your own guitars up, or when you know, on a repair situation or a bench situation. Be the last thing that's done. Okay. Because heights, action heights, either by specific bridge height, radius, or even just the height of the string in accordance with the neck relief, is going to affect the overall intonation, the accuracy of that tuning. Okay, so I guess what you're saying is like you say, the relief, the action height, they have an effect on intonation, but intonation doesn't have an effect on the other things, essentially. No. So it's like you say, the last thing you do because it doesn't have a knock-on effect. Absolutely, and also everything else does to that tuning, because the more height there is in the string, say, down to that fretted note, of course, the more likelihood that it will be sharp. Because the string is physically having to bend. Physically bend further, So when everything else is right and you're happy with it, that's the time to intonate. Okay. Perfect. We will intonate we will tune the open string and intonate at the 12th fret. Okay. And then if it's sharp or flat, you move it forward or back, which we will show independently. So I guess the reasoning behind that is that you get the string right and then you make the fret right. Obviously, you can't move the fret, so you have to move the string in relation to the fret. Absolutely. And the 12th fret being the harmonic, and also being the midpoint on the guitar's overall scale. Exactly halfway between. Exactly halfway. So you would just take the E, for example. You would tune the E open, and then fret it at the 12th fret. I see. How you fret, how you tune. How you play that open note as well is all quite key, all right? Right. It needs to be the same level of attack. Okay. And needs to be fretted well in the centre of the frets, and you can't be pulling on the string. Of course. Okay, because you would be sharpening it. Absolutely. Okay. Perfect. So intonation is the string length. It's the string length compensation rather, to get the scale and the sort of the notes in as correct a pitch as is humanly possible. Absolutely. And if it's not correct, then at various different points on the fretboard, you could be in or out of tune. Sorry, sharp or flat is what I meant to say. Sure, but you know, doing the open note and fretted at the 12th is the best we can get. Okay. In some cases, you know, when that is accurate, and there's some tuning issues, intonation issues, it can be down to the player. But there's also some minor intonation flaws which we will pick up on from time to time. Sometimes you don't notice. Sure. Perfect. Okay, brilliant. So I think that pretty much covers us for intonation, what it is, why it's important to get it right. Sure. So in the next couple of videos, we're going to look at specific examples of guitars, how to adjust it on the key different types of bridge, because that's where you're going to be adjusting it. Next time we're going to start with Fenders, and then after that Gibsons. We'll see you then.